Well, hello. It is Super Bowl Sunday, and I am live from Blue Ridge in the mountains, trying to reset and relax. There has been a lot that has gone on and happened since I last came to you on my YouTube channel. I have had some medical tests and some scares. My home got flooded from a vendor doing some work on my home, so my family has been displaced for almost a month. I'm gonna put a video up showing you my insight from finding out that I had coronary artery disease, which has been very stressful. So, life happens. So life has been lifing for me. I have to just be very honest. And, so a lot of times, I guess at the end of the day, it's just about being transparent. It's about being real. Being a cardiac nurse practitioner for almost 9 years, being a cardiac ICU nurse for 22 years. There is just it's having that transparency. It's about letting you guys know that I'm a human and letting you inside my life and aside showing you that I've been scared, that I have been very nervous about finding out that I have cardiac disease, and going through the journey of finding out and going through the tests and just giving you a glimpse of what that looks like. So I'm going to show and post the video of the CT angiogram and going to have my CCTA to show what that looks like, my echocardiogram, what that's about, how, it's tests that are, that I order every day for patients. And I had no idea of a CCTA, what that consisted of. And I order that test all the time for my patients. And it was a realization to me that I ordered this stuff all the time and I had no idea what that meant. Well, I know what it meant. Let me not say that. I didn't know what it meant, but I didn't know the process behind the scenes. I would go proctor the test, but I didn't know what the patients felt. I took nitroglycerin under my tongue for the first time and I had no clue what the patients felt, to get the heart rate under a certain amount, what the nitroglycerin felt like when they took it. I took it and I was like, oh my gosh, this feels really weird, having the CT contrast dye and then having the nitroglycerin at the same time. It was a lot. And so you will see that in the videos that will follow, and just the process of what it was for me being on the other side and being a patient. And it was really a journey, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is some real stuff. I want to say the other word, but I'm gonna be professional. There's dogs barking. That's my dog. So this is Super Bowl Sunday, so happy Super Bowl 2024. I love football. People that know me and my husband love football, and we love to do our little fan duel and our fantasy teams. And so we're here. So, in the midst of that, when I came home from my test, we came home to our home and it was flooded. So for the past few weeks, we have been displaced. So that's been stressful. And then he was really sick. It wasn't COVID, so I think it was the flu. So between home flooded, husband being sick, and just lifing, this is the time that today I can kind of breathe a little bit. We got moved into a new place and we have a home again, and it's just a little bit of solace. And I like being transparent. I like kind of people knowing that this is Cindy. People that grew up with me, people that's been friends with me for a long time know that I'm easygoing, I'm laid back. I don't get anxious, but it's been some minutes and some days that in these past few weeks, I've had some anxiety, and I don't get anxious a lot. I could probably count on one hand. I've been anxious over the past, of my whole life, and I'm 50 years old. But I have had some anxiety in these past few weeks, and I don't like that. I like to be footloose, fancy free, and just me. But it's been some stressful days, and I don't like that. Like, I like to just live, take care of people, and just live easy. So you will see my journey of my heart disease, the medications I will talk about in that video that when I post of what my wonderful cardiologist, in which she's one of my physicians that I work with, Dr. Michelle Volts. She is amazing, and I'm so privileged to work with her and call her one of my colleagues. She is my interventional cardiologist. We have added some medications to my regimen. So I have left main disease, and a lot of my family members on my mom's side and my dad's side, we had sudden cardiac death, and that's why I had the CT calcium score done in the first place at my primary care visit in November. And then further had testing when I got those results and showed that I did have some cardiac disease. So it made a lot of sense to me that, oh, this is why I had family members that dropped dead. And so it resonated with me now that I do what I do for a living. And that's why I do what I do for a living. That it makes sense that this is a hereditary process, that you have heart disease that can lend, that you can't run from. And I always tell my patients that hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, and cardiac disease, stroke, heart attacks. But left main disease is also a hereditary problem, and you can't run from that, unfortunately. So now that I know that I have what we call the widowmaker, left main disease, and I can't run from it, so I am being very vigilant in getting my cholesterol under control and taking the medication. We added another medication called a beta blocker, metoprolol. Extended release to my regimen. I had a cousin, Vaughn Bogan. She passed away a few months ago, and we're the same age. I'm 50 years old. She was at work. She was a care technician. We used to work together a lot in Charlotte when I was still there, and she collapsed at work, and they were not able to revive her and get her back. And I'm pretty sure that this is what was wrong with her as well, as she had left main disease. Because when you collapse and we can't revive you, typically this is what has happened. So this makes a lot of sense of why I lost so many family members growing up, is because they had left main disease. And it is also called AKA the widowmaker. So I want to live a long life. I want to be here for my daughter. I want to be here for my husband. And I want to do everything that I can do to preserve my life and to make sure that the disease does not progress, and that I am here for a long time. And so I've told all my siblings, you need to get a CT calcium score. If there's other family members listen to me and see this video, we have heart disease. It is hereditary. You need to get a CT calcium score. If it is positive in any way, you need to get a CCTA. It is a CT of your coronary arteries, and it will show if you have plaque that is hard plaque, and if it's soft plaque, you have a high risk for rupture. So thank you for listening. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, and God bless. And I will talk to you soon, and you will see my journey through my testing of my coronary artery disease. Thank you so much, and God bless.